Luke 10 verses 36 to 37. Which now of these three, thinkest thou, was neighbor unto him that fell among the thieves? And he said, He that shewed mercy on him. Then said Jesus unto him, Go, and do thou likewise. As mentioned before, the new way of doing things keeps us moving forward. They don't have that, but we do. This is also a sign of having the anointing. The power of the anointing can be demonstrated in addition to miraculous healing or walking on water. Can it not appear in wisdom and revelation? No way. Anointing can always appear in wisdom and revelation. That's the best thing about Zion. Basically, what I can impress you the most, it is to have wisdom, revelation, and understanding. But what about you? You can do the same. And behold, when the children of Israel entered Canaan, Ai was one of the cities to be attacked. In the process, they keep taking things that belong to others captive, and keep it as his own. As for the unicorn Gundam, it's also extraordinary. You know, the unicorn is compared to the red horse, thus, it matches the beginning of the World War on October 8 of this year. It is also consistent with capturing other people's weapons for their own use. So, this was no ordinary prisoner, it is a prisoner who can be blessed 100,000-fold. Think of Moses leading the Israelites into Canaan, but in the end, only Israelis under the age of 19 were allowed in. All of them over the age of 19 died in the Sinai to tempt God. What seeds did the Israelites under 19 plant during those 40 years? They were the ones who sowed the least, and the ones who sowed the most must have lived in Egypt. The previous generation brought gold, silver, and jewels to build the tabernacle. In fact, Israelis under the age of 19 had no money, only his parents have money. How did they sow in the wilderness? Besides eating manna, chasing quail, and scooping water on the rock, what else will they do? What can be grown? What is there to repay God? Apparently, they sowed very little, but after entering Canaan, all the land of Canaan and all the cities. Since they did not sow much, that makes it more obvious that they are blessed 100,000-fold. The land they got was Jerusalem, the Middle East, where there was a war, so God gave it to them. Of course, what they had was bigger than this land. There's no doubt that the unicorn Gundam I'm sharing right now, just as the Israelites captured all the cities one by one, thus, get 100,000 times blessing. In other words, we can also take this blessing, just don't think 100,000-fold blessings will fall from the heaven, it won't. In fact, God's blessings will coexist with us simultaneously and in the same land. Once upon a time, when the Israelites entered Canaan, God promised this group of Joshua's lion cubs 100,000 times blessing. This blessing is coming from the city and the land before them. The same is true for us. In the same way, we must believe in 100,000-fold blessings both on earth and in eternity. However, we must not narrow our focus to Bitcoin or gold and silver, but we need to broaden our horizons to a broader field. After all, the scope of our sowing is not limited to money. Time, wisdom, understanding, and the heart to serve God. In this era, those rewards will be born simultaneously in everything we participate in. Even Bitcoin, the most potent weapon in the world, has been captured by us. We are blessed 100,000 times more at this time. As I have said, you must be like the Israelites, activate this promise. And this speech is my birthday gift to every brother and sister this year. As I wrap up my birthday acknowledgements, looking back at what happened these days, I feel it was God's arrangement. Obviously, 100,000-fold blessing and the Good Samaritan, it's been a theme for months. That is, we have entered the age of 100,000-fold blessing. The 7 years of Great Tribulation, we also see with our own eyes the first Good Samaritan, Abraham. his descendants went to war with the Arab nations and became a heavy stone for them to lift up. It was unexpected, but remember. Interestingly, this is also related to Gundam, because Gundam's birthday gift is what led me to these two messages. Become the content of the birthday speech, which also fulfilled the events during this time. Indeed, in addition to the Sunday message, every day's, planted by the stream, is like current news, echoes of what's going on. Luke 10 verses 36 to 37. Which now of these three, thinkest thou, was neighbor unto him that fell among the thieves? And he said, He that shewed mercy on him. Then said Jesus unto him, Go, and do thou likewise.
Wrestled the thoughts inside, wrestled with all my might. I'm growing strong when I think of you, Redeemer. You hide away tonight, spoke words of comfort to my mind. I know you're there, I won't despair. Prove that my faith is in you. Love finds a way through the dark, patient when the nightmares start. I know the answer's right there, waiting for me. Lord, you are near yet so far, still I will get to where you are. Always I'll treasure this game of hide and seek. Always I'll treasure this game of hide and seek. Mm-hmm.